take me to Lakeview office building parking lot.
The ups and downs on Capitol Hill, and she joins us
Okay,
now.
this is testing of the newest FSD beta software which arrived to this car yesterday, actually the day before. So it's been 2 days since the software got updated. Let me see, there's some situation here. The previous FSD version that in fact I made a video on was, if I remember correctly, 11.3. I think .4. But it really doesn't matter the last digit. So .4 or .3, I don't remember exactly, but this version is 11.4.2. So the previous version is 11.3 something, .3 or .4. So it's been a rather major update, I would say. The second digit usually indicates some major changes. So let me start. I just started FSD right at the moment when the traffic light turned to green. Right, so it's the speed, as you can see from the sign, 30 miles per hour on this local road. Let me increase that. This is a road that I travel every week, so rather routine. From here we can probably tell more in comparison with the previous version. So stop sign, it always does a full stop, as I mentioned previously, and no exception. Obviously there is a strong reason now for a full stop, because there's that white van. So it waited because the van did have right of way. So the Tesla waited until that van has started moving, and then it made a right turn at the stop sign. So that's all by the book. That's pretty good. And every time when there's such a software update, I would notice that the driving tends to be, although bit by bit, tends to be smoother. So, I mean, it's been rather smooth previously, so I really don't see much of the change here. But based on this few moments of driving, I can say it's been very smooth. It does a full stop, but this time it does a full stop, and it knows that the road is clear, so it makes its own right turn. No issue there. It's Sunday morning, and usually this kind of local roads are pretty quiet. And after, I guess during the spring, we're still in springtime by official calendar. So the scenery becomes kind of green and nice. Whereas, in the same place in winter, you'd see kind of dry and bare. But now it's got a lot of vegetation, grown up vegetation. So very pleasant to be looking around on this road when you don't have to worry about the traffic, because there are not many cars on the road. stop sign. So it does stop sign. In fact, it passes stop signs. Interesting. It actually passed the stop sign itself and kind of creep along until it hit the white line. I guess in this situation, you can only blame that the stop sign was in the place that's too far back. But the car certainly did the correct thing, that is to stop at the white cross line on the road. So that's pretty good. Now, in this case, so in front of us we have 2 lanes, whereas previously it always takes, because we are going to make a left turn, so it always takes the left lane here as preference. But now it definitely does better, because immediately, as you can see, in a few seconds, we are going to make a right turn. So the previous decision, that is to choose the left lane, would always, every time, force the car to have to switch lane here, right? So we're making, at this moment, we're making a right turn, which means earlier at the stop sign, at the traffic lights, it chose to use the right lane because both lanes can make left turns. Now again, I'm talking about a few minutes ago at the traffic lights. So previously it always took left lane, but now it starts to take the right lane, making a left turn, and then immediately making a right turn. And that is something, apparently, you can tell the system can anticipate, not only based on making decision, not only based on what it sees at the moment, but also now it's making decision to anticipate the next turn so that it can choose the optimal lane. So that's good. That is a, I say, is a obvious improvement. So just now it decides just to kind of pass through the yellow light, which is common. Previously it does that also. So even though it's very cautious, it's driving like based on every single rule on the book, but also in this case, trying to pass across the yellow line, it also shows that it is more kind of human-like. So we're going to make a left turn across the median when it's clear. So that's pretty good. Okay, so usually it has issues here. But again, we don't have much of a traffic, so I cannot say for sure it's fundamentally improved or it's just doing well at this time. But overall, I'm very much satisfied with the new software update. So until now, okay. So this is what earlier when I mentioned to drive to the office building parking lot, and it puts the car right here at this spot in the middle of the parking lot, which is very good. I really cannot ask for more. All right, so far for this kind of quick update of this version of FSD for full self-driving beta, software update version 11.4.2. All right.
Support for WAMU comes from the Public